Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to day 79 of commercial diving school. We are now on the second to the last day before we go down to Ocala and do the deep water training center. And today we had to do a drug test, and we also had to finish everybody up who didn't get to do the diving bell yet. And then we had to make sure all of our stuff was ready to go so that everybody can go to Ocala. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and leave any comments or questions for me down below. So that's right, first thing in the morning, we had to do a drug test. It was a simple urinalysis. Basically, we all had to wait in a room, and then once we all did our test, we basically can go about our day. After that, we basically set up the diving bell to go ahead and dive. I think we had 6 to 7 people that still had to go. And so I went and got changed out after I helped set up, and then I did my bell dive. It was pretty fun. It was kind of short. You only really spend about 10 minutes down there. They basically hatch you up, and then you go in the bell, and it's really cramped. Like, you have 2 divers, you have all this umbilical cord and in there, like, hung up, and then you have both divers with all your gear on, with the 2 bailout tanks on you. It's just crammed all in one like space about this wide. So it's, like I said, super cramped. There's like a little tiny bridge that they kind of like a metal grating that they put on the bell because it's kind of hanging like above the water. So they put this little bridge there so you can walk across, and then once you're both in the bell suspended above the water, they'll take off the little bridge, and then they'll lower you down. And the bell, the top of the bell basically has like a dome of air, so that you can kind of, if you ran in, like, realistically, if you're in a bell and you're going very deep, like on a job, you could, if you're in an emergency and you need to take your hat off, there's like a bell of, like a dome of air in there. So that's kind of cool. But once we were lowered down, it got dark really quick because the water is very murky and has sediment and stuff in it. So it basically got dark really fast and you can't see anything. But the biggest problem I had was how cramped it was. Like, basically, you're in there and you're basically like, tight, super tight, and you got your partner like right next to you, and you go outside the bell, and I basically walked off, and then my partner was like tending my umbilical, like letting slack out when I walked out. And then when I came back in, he was like, wrapping it back up. And then I did the same thing for him. And then we basically told topside when we were done. And then they went ahead and, made sure we were secure in the bell. And then they, hoisted us back up. And then, we got back topside and took our hats off and everything. I did get a GoPro video, but it didn't turn out to be the best. So, it's not really worth showing and stuff because I had it right here on my harness, but it was basically like shooting like my hat and everything. So you can see glimpses of stuff, but it's not great footage. But I did get footage of the bell like raising and lowering and everything like that. So after that, we basically had the day to make sure our logbook was done and our competency book was done. And then we had to turn both of those things in. And then we'll get that back when we go down to Deepwater Training Center. And we'll basically finish everything that we're going to do down there. And then that was basically everything that we did today. Tomorrow, oh yeah, also, shoot, I forgot to mention that we cleaned out like our dive locker. So not only do you have like a barracks room if you're staying on campus, but you also have a dive locker where everybody gets to keep their stuff, like their wetsuits and your storm box and everything like that. Your dive gear stays in the dive locker, and everybody basically cleaned that out today. You know, we kind of made it nice. We were trying to tell the instructors like, hey, we just dove today and yesterday. Our stuff is still wet, and we still have tomorrow till tomorrow when we have to, you know, take all of our stuff with us. So is there any way we can like leave it drying overnight? So we're gonna do that. But we needed to make it look nice and tidy and get everything in that we can fit in our storm box, and then anything wet that needs to hang needs to be just nice and neat. So we did that. They also wanted the guys that live in the barracks or dorms to, you know, tidy up their rooms, kind of get, you know, packed and everything and ready to go. And then at the end of the day, you know, that was pretty much all we had to do. But tomorrow, we don't really have too much to do tomorrow. Like, I think the couple guys that need one or two things that they still need to do basically have a last chance to do those things. And then we have pretty much all day tomorrow. But I think the only thing that they have planned is an ice cream social. So we're gonna get to, you know, socialize with our class and kind of like just celebrate, you know, being done here and moving on and everything, and enjoying our last day on campus, because we're not coming back. Like, we're literally not coming back to this campus at all. So all the, you know, good times and remembering, like, you know, all the good times we had, you know, it's got to go all tomorrow and packed in. And then pretty much just the biggest thing that's happening tomorrow is when we shift and the juniors become the seniors, and then the seniors go up on the steps in front of the admin building, and then they take a picture and everything with the class and everything. That's the biggest thing that's basically going to happen tomorrow, besides all of us getting everything. So I'm going to grab my storm box, my tank, my bailout bottle, all my, you know, wetsuits and gear, and everything is going to go into my car. So I can take it home, because I live off campus. And then I basically have to pack this weekend, make sure I have everything ready to go. And then Sunday we're making the drive like about afternoon-ish, maybe around noon, because it takes about an hour and 44 minutes or something to get down to Ocala. And then basically get shown my room and everything like that. So that's basically everything that's going to happen. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys in this video. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. If you like this video, please leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave any comments or questions for me down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great one, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.